Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from Valencia here in the Philippines. Thought I'd make this quick little video to tell you what's going on. Like I told y'all in the last video, I just got through doing the 2-month extension. Paid for my ACR card, or whatever you call it, the little card you got to get after you've extended once. It was my second time, so I had to go ahead and break down and pay I think it was $50 fee for that. And they've still got my passport and all my information. Supposed to pick it up Monday, so looks like I'll be here at least another couple months, legally anyway. I talked to my landlord here at this apartment, and they agreed to go down on the rent like $100 a month if I want to continue to live here, and I'm probably going to lean that direction. Like I say, my roommate, Aaron, he's probably going back to the States in June. So this is really way too much house, way more house than I need. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, but it's a perfect location, folks. I just really enjoy the location. For me, it's perfect. I'm a few blocks from the town square, the little Valencia Park. That's where I like to go eat and hang out. It's nice and shady, and I'm up in the mountains here, or not really up in the mountains, but I'm a whole lot higher elevation than Dumaguete, so it's a little cooler down here. Don't believe the hype when they say, yeah, it's 10 degrees cooler. It's not, but it's definitely a little cooler, and it's hot here, folks. It's one of the hottest months of the year here in the Philippines. So I don't give a damn where you are. It's hot, you know. But I love the location. So I talked to them. They said they do that. So I'm leaning that way. Probably going to stay here, extend another month. There is one dilemma. There's this place. I found it through Airbnb. So I stayed here the first month, for the first 45 days. I've only been here about a month, but by the time my stay here is going to be over, it'll have been 45 days. And after talking to them, they said they would go down $100 on the rent. And when Aaron leaves, they said they might go down even more, because there'd just be, the electric bill will be a whole lot less, because we both run the air conditioners. He's got one in his room, I've got one in my room. We both run them continuously. So they said they would even work with me a little more. So I'm probably going to do that. The only hickey that I was talking about is, we've got this place rented till the 31st of May, and somebody stepped in and rented this place for like 3 days. So I was hoping to not have to move all my stuff, and they was kind enough. They said, we'll box it up, and they even said, we'll put you in a motel for a few days. And I said, well, that's not necessarily, I can go out by then it'll be time for me to go out on a little adventure anyway, or I say that, not really, because I'll be on I think the week before I'm due to leave this place, or the contract's up on the Airbnb, I'm going to Cebu for a week. I got a girlfriend's got a doctor's appointment in Cebu, so we're going to go up there a few days early and stay a few days after. So not really a fan of Cebu City, but that's where we've got to go. So I'm just gonna bear it and make the best of it. But yeah, like I say, Aaron, he's still up in the air what he's gonna do. He keeps looking at his options or whatever, but I think he's gonna go back to the States and take care of some personal business. Or that's the latest that I've heard. That's the latest anyway. So yeah, with that said, I talked to them, and they said they would do kind of the month-to-month deal. So this is liable to be my my home for the next couple of months. Not that, I don't know. You ever, it may just be me, but you ever feel like there's just no place feels like home anymore? Well, I've been in that situation for years now, so I'm well used to it. I hadn't felt like I've had a home since probably, I don't know, When I first got married, went back in '96, me and my ex-wife bought this little 2-bedroom house, a little pink house. Give like $12,000 for it. That that was back in the '90s. So that was cheap even for then. But it was kind of a family deal, and that's really the last place I could really felt like home, if you know what I mean. So. We later bought a bigger house, but it never felt like home. So I don't know. Just looking back, that's the last real home that felt like home. The cozy home feel. So no matter where you go, there you'll be, they say, and there's a lot of truth to that. It seems like I've been searching for a long time now to find what I felt. Where it felt like home. They say man don't settle where he finds beauty or any of that crap. It's where he finds peace. And I've found peace in a lot of places, but nowhere's really felt like home. So I've still been searching for home. This place don't feel like home, but it I don't know. It'll do for now if that makes any sense. I don't know when I'm when I'm here in the Philippines, I miss home. When I'm at home, I miss anywhere else. I miss the road. So I'm kind of stuck in that dilemma. It's not healthy for me to sit in the same spot and hell, I'll isolate and bad shit happens when I do that. So I'm gonna make the best of it. There is such a thing as paradise overload, though. You come to a beautiful place like the Philippines and you go to the beautiful beaches. That's why I hadn't been to like Boracay and El Nido and all them gorgeous, real gorgeous, the main tourist spots of the Philippines is because if you're gonna go to a place like that, who in the hell wants to go to a place like that solo? You go out there and see everybody loved up and you're the only miserable single guy out there. So I wouldn't advise going to places like that till you found you significant others or whatever. So I may hit them places in the future now that I'm seeing somebody, but I just couldn't. I'd go to Siquijor stuff. It's just an island over, and even them beaches. I was like, man, this would be awesome if you had somebody to share it with. So I don't know. I've always been the kind of guy that wants what you don't have, and I've really concentrated on appreciating what I do have, because attitude of gratitude gets you a long way. So keep that in mind. You come to a place like the Philippines, it can be the best thing that ever happened to you, or it could be the worst thing. I miss my kids back home. They're all grown, doing their own thing right now. So I keep that in mind. And I keep in the back of my mind, if I was there, if I got to see them once a week, I'd be lucky, because they just, they're busy with their lives, and none of them playing ball anymore. So I kind of was going through that empty nest type deal before I come here. So learning to live again, folks. Just I've got a 6-month-old grandbaby that I'm seeing her growing up in pictures, and it breaks my heart that I'm not there. But at the same time, that I know it's the same token that I wouldn't be there all the time anyway. So I try to keep that in mind. But I do. I miss my family. I've got some awesome cousins. I just got a wonderful family, so I miss them. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the Philippines. Everybody does, no matter where you're at. You're gonna have good days and bad days, and don't let the bad days win. So that's where I'm at. I did notice on our way back from Iloilo, I had a little footage of the ferry ride and stuff I was going to show with y'all. So I forgot to post it. I may just tack it on the end of this video just to share it with you. It's just pretty much a part of getting on the ferry and stopping in the mountains there for a little bit. But I'll go ahead and tack it onto one of these videos and share it with you. It gives you a little information about riding the ferry from Bacolod to Elo and vice versa. So if that helps any of y'all, I hope it does anyway. Anyway, this is Brent's Tripping. Peace. Coming to you from the port of Dumangas, here about 40 minutes from Ilo City, here in the Philippines. Headed back to Bacolod, then back to Dumaguete. Still trying to figure out the route that we want to take. Thought about going to San Carlos City, but there's really not much in San Carlos City, so stay up in there. If we went that way, it adds 2 hours to our drive home. So I'm really trying to lean towards just going straight back to Dumaguete, just because of it's already I think 4.5 hour drive from Bacolod to Dumaguete, and if you go to San Carlos, you're looking at a nearly 6 hour drive. So I'm thinking, and it's already 9 o'clock. We missed the first ferry. The first ferry was right here. We was the next 2 motorcycles in line after they got loaded up, and so that ferry took off without us. We then loaded our motorbikes on this one, and that's the risk you run into, folks, is taking these ferries with motorbikes. You just don't know if they're going to have room for you. So luckily there was another one fixing to leave, or I say fixing to leave. They've got it loaded up with trucks or whatever, and maybe we'll be on our way. But I think this ferry, I think I give a 350 pesos for one fee when I got on the boat. I think I give right at 65 for another, probably I'd say out the door 550 pesos. So you're looking at $10 to take your motorbike from Ilo to Bacolod on this particular shipping company, which is, I forget. I'll try to, I don't know what, I've totally lost it. But anyway, yeah, like I say, Philippines Port of Authority, Port of Dumangas. I don't know if you can see that sign, but that's what we're working with, folks. We'll get unloaded in Bacolod and figure out where we're going from there. It's been a nice trip. Ilo's a cool place, and it totally surprised me because I really thought there'd be a lot more foreigners here. Kind of a pleasant surprise that there wasn't. The whole 3 days I've been here, I've seen probably 3 foreigners, and I was in the mall, 2 different malls for hours. So that's quite a difference from Dumaguete. So it's got me rethinking where I'd want to be. This just and I enjoyed Bacolod too. So y'all keep that in mind if y'all are coming this way. Ilo and Bacolod are both pretty good choices, I think. I know it takes probably at least a couple of weeks to really get to know anything about a city or a town or whatever. All we did was a little mall hopping, ate at some different places, and kind of rode around and that kind of stuff. But definitely like the vibe here, and I'm not one to. I don't like Cebu City. I don't like Manila. So if you're not into the big towns, or the big cities, but you may be a place for you, an alternative to places like that. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna get off here. Hopefully they'll get this thing loaded up. We'll be on the way, and I'll catch y'all in a bit. Okay, folks, we're on our way back to Dumaguete City, and we've stopped somewhere. I think we're pretty close to Baia City. We're still about an hour and a half away from Dumaguete, so we ought to be getting pretty close to Baia City. We're up in the mountains again. Pulled over, seen this nice, beautiful view, so pulled over, take a little break, suck down a little water, and continue on. It's been a hot ride, folks. It's pretty intense when it comes to riding on this Honda Click 125. It's kind of hard on the old ass. Hell, I didn't even see these. I guess that somebody lives right there, or chicken coops or something. I just shut up, woman. Got my map talking to me, talking crazy. She ain't said nothing all day, and now she wants to talk when I'm making a video. So anyway, folks, we're gonna continue on, try to make it to Bass City stop and get something cold to drink. We're drinking water, but it gets hot pretty quick. All right, folks, we'll catch you in a bit.